A semi-paralyzed patient has shown promising improvement in his motor functions 3 months after undergoing a brain-computer interface implant.
There's a laboratory in California where scientists recently achieved something that sounds impossible. They created a fusion reaction that produced more energy than it consumed. In another facility, a paralyzed patient is typing messages using nothing but their thoughts, with a chip implanted in their brain, translating neural signals into digital commands. And somewhere in Asia, engineers are testing aircraft that take off vertically from city streets, powered entirely by electricity, preparing to transform urban transportation forever. These aren't concepts for some distant future. These are operational technologies being refined right now in 2025 that will fundamentally reshape daily life by 2030. The gap between what seems like science fiction and what's actually being deployed in test programs has collapsed to almost nothing. Contact lenses that project holographic information directly into your vision, materials that repair their own damage automatically, robots that fold laundry and provide companionship to the elderly, batteries that fully charge in under 10 minutes. These technologies aren't theoretical. They're in various stages of testing, production, or early commercial release right now. What follows isn't speculation about what might exist someday. It's an examination of 15 technologies that are already operational or in advanced testing, with clear pathways to widespread adoption within the next 5 years. Some will solve problems we've accepted as unsolvable. Others will create entirely new categories of devices we haven't imagined needing, and several will blur the line between human and machine in ways that raise profound questions about identity, privacy, and what it means to be human in an age where thoughts can control computers and computers can read thoughts. When your brain becomes the interface, brain-computer interfaces have crossed from theoretical research to actual human trials with measurable results. Neuralink successfully implanted its first chip in a human patient in 2024, with the specific goal of restoring communication capabilities for individuals with paralysis or severe motor impairments. Another company, Synchron, uses a stent-like implant that avoids invasive open brain procedures and has also completed testing in human patients with promising outcomes. These devices can already enable users to move cursors on screens or type words using thought alone, no physical movement required. The technology works by detecting specific patterns of neural activity associated with intended movements or communications, then translating those patterns into digital commands. The global brain-computer interface market is projected to reach $5 billion by 2030 as research expands beyond medicine into prosthetics, accessibility technology, and potentially consumer applications. The technology remains experimental and faces significant regulatory hurdles, but the progress trajectory is undeniable. If this development path continues, the keyboard and mouse, technologies that have defined human-computer interaction for decades, could become obsolete within a generation, replaced by direct neural control.
So this is an electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft that does the job of moving cargo and passengers between the big city.
The flying vehicles that are actually flying, electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, commonly called eVTOLs or flying cars, have moved decisively from concept to operational testing. Companies like Joby Aviation, Archer Aviation, and Lilium have completed successful test flights of their electric aircraft, demonstrating that the fundamental technology works reliably. These vehicles are significantly quieter than traditional helicopters, operate entirely on electric power, and are specifically designed for short-distance urban transportation over congested cities. In 2023, Joby Aviation received Federal Aviation Administration approval for test flights in the United States, while European regulatory bodies are conducting parallel certification reviews. The vehicles aren't ready for everyday commuter use yet. Safety protocols, air traffic management systems, and regulatory frameworks still need development. But analysts project the global urban air mobility market could exceed $45 billion by 2030, driven by partnerships between aviation companies and major cities worldwide. By the decade's end, short air taxi rides may become a legitimate transportation option in major metropolitan areas, fundamentally changing how people think about distance and commute times. The contact lenses that replace screens. Contact lenses may eventually eliminate the need for smart glasses, phones, or any external display technology. Mojo Vision has already demonstrated working prototypes featuring built-in micro LED displays that project information directly into the wearer's field of vision. These lenses could eventually display navigation arrows floating in your actual view, health statistics overlaid on your vision, or notifications appearing as if suspended in space, all without requiring any bulky external devices. The primary technical challenges involve safely powering the lenses and miniaturizing the electronic components enough to fit comfortably on the eye's surface. The global smart contact lens market is expected to reach $7 billion by 2030, fueled by advances in microdisplay technology and medical applications, including continuous glucose monitoring for diabetic patients. If development continues on its current trajectory, holographic contact lenses could make digital information overlays feel as natural and seamless as normal vision itself, finally achieving the truly invisible augmented reality that technology companies have pursued for decades. The robots learning to be helpful. Personal robots are evolving far beyond the vacuum cleaners that already navigate millions of homes worldwide. Companies like Tesla with its Optimus platform and Xiaomi with Cyber One are testing humanoid robots specifically designed to fold laundry, assist with cooking, or provide support for elderly individuals who want to maintain independence. In Japan, service robots are already being deployed in nursing homes on a trial basis, providing both physical assistance with daily tasks and social companionship for residents who might otherwise experience isolation. The global personal robotics market is projected to grow from approximately $23 billion in 2022 to over $160 billion by 2030, a staggering expansion reflecting both technological maturation and demographic pressures from aging populations in developed nations. These robots remain expensive and somewhat clunky in current iterations, with limited capabilities compared to human helpers. But by decade's end, personal robots could become as commonplace as dishwashers or washing machines, handling routine household tasks and freeing human time for other activities. The materials that heal themselves. Cracked smartphone screens remain one of the most frustrating aspects of modern technology, but self-repairing materials could eliminate that problem entirely. Scientists have developed specialized polymers that automatically heal scratches and minor damage, sometimes within minutes, when exposed to specific wavelengths of light or gentle heating. LG once demonstrated a smartphone back cover incorporating this technology that could repair minor scuffs without any user intervention. Researchers are now applying similar concepts to protective coatings for automobiles and consumer electronics. The self-healing materials market is expected to reach nearly $8 billion by 2030 as manufacturing techniques improve and costs decline. By then, most consumer gadgets might incorporate materials that automatically fix small damages, dramatically extending product lifespan and reducing the need for constant repairs or replacements. It's a quiet transformation compared to flashier technologies, but potentially one of the most practically significant shifts in how products get designed and maintained. The batteries that charge instantly. Battery life remains one of the most frustrating limitations in modern technology, but nanotechnology and solid-state designs are offering genuine solutions rather than incremental improvements. Startups like StoreDot have demonstrated prototype batteries that fully charge smartphones in under 10 minutes, while major manufacturers, including Toyota and Samsung, are investing billions in solid-state battery development. These next-generation batteries promise dramatically higher energy density, significantly longer operational lifespans, and charging times measured in seconds or minutes rather than hours. The global solid-state battery market is expected to surpass $20 billion by 2030, though scaling production from laboratory prototypes to mass manufacturing remains the critical challenge. If that manufacturing problem gets solved, everything from smartphones to electric vehicles could recharge almost instantly, effectively eliminating low battery anxiety that currently influences how people use their devices and plan their days. The food that prints itself. Three-dimensional printing technology has expanded beyond plastics and metals into an unexpected domain: food preparation. Companies like Natural Machines with their Foodini printer have already created devices that can print pasta shapes, pizza bases, and elaborate designer desserts with precision impossible through traditional cooking methods. NASA has tested 3D food printing systems for astronauts, since conventional cooking presents significant challenges in microgravity environments. The market for 3D food printing is projected to exceed $10 billion by 2030, driven by demand for personalized nutrition tailored to individual dietary needs and convenience for consumers with limited cooking skills or time. By decade's end, households might load cartridges containing proteins, carbohydrates, and flavor compounds, then let automated printers assemble complete meals customized to specific health requirements and taste preferences. It's cooking reimagined as manufacturing, with all the customization and efficiency that implies. The glasses bringing digital and physical together. Smart glasses are transitioning from niche technology to consumer-ready products, though the technology continues evolving rapidly. Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses enable users to capture photos, record video, stream audio, take calls, and access built-in AI for tasks like real-time translation and object recognition. Apple's Vision Pro, while not technically glasses yet, demonstrates how quickly mixed reality interfaces are advancing toward lightweight practical form factors. Companies including XReal and Rokid are developing lightweight augmented reality glasses that project floating displays for entertainment, work applications, or navigation guidance. Industry analysts forecast the global AR glasses market could reach $30 billion by 2030, reflecting expectations of rapid mainstream adoption. Once technical limitations around battery life, display quality, and social acceptance get resolved.
Samsung unveils its thinner, lighter, and new foldable phones as it aims to fend off Chinese competition.
The smartphones that fold and expand. Foldable smartphones have progressed from concept demonstrations to actual consumer products with millions of units in circulation, though the technology continues maturing. Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold series leads current market adoption, while Huawei and Motorola continue refining their competing designs. These devices unfold into tablet-sized displays for media consumption or productivity, then fold back small enough to fit comfortably in pockets. Durability, pricing, and bulk remain significant hurdles preventing broader adoption, but demand is growing steadily. Analysts expect shipments to climb sharply over the next several years as manufacturing improves and costs decline. By 2030, foldable designs may no longer feel like premium novelties, but rather the standard form factor for smartphones, with today's rigid slabs seeming as outdated as flip phones do currently. So here's what's actually happening. While most people assume these technologies remain decades away, fusion reactors are producing net energy gain. Brain implants are letting paralyzed patients communicate through thought. Flying electric vehicles are completing test flights in major cities. Contact lenses with built-in displays are being demonstrated to investors. Robots are learning to fold laundry and provide eldercare. Materials are healing their own damage automatically. Batteries are charging in minutes instead of hours. Food printers are creating customized meals. Smart glasses are projecting digital information onto physical reality. And smartphones are folding into multiple configurations. These aren't distant possibilities. They're current realities in various stages of refinement, testing, and early deployment. The timeline from impossible to commonplace has compressed dramatically. Technologies that would have required decades of development in previous eras are now moving from laboratory to market in just years. By 2030, just 5 years from now, many of these technologies will transition from early adopter novelties to mainstream consumer products that fundamentally reshape daily routines. The future isn't approaching gradually anymore. It's arriving in compressed waves, with each breakthrough enabling the next in accelerating succession. The question isn't whether these technologies will transform society. The question is whether society can adapt quickly enough to the transformations these technologies enable, because ready or not, 2030 is going to look dramatically different than 2025, and 2025 already looks like science fiction compared to just a few years ago.